misogyny in society. Firstly, do you like my shirt? I made it. Oh, it's way too bright. Misogyny in society. The Amber Heard trial. I don't feel like I made really a good point last vlog that I did on this. I'm not here to like play judge and jury with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp and what other people may have had to deal with, or what they may have had to deal with, or something. My point is to look at social media in relation to the Amber Heard trial. This is a clear-cut case of misogyny. You know, this is not by like Johnny Depp or the people involved or the judicial system or something. In us, right? In society in general, in like all throughout social media and in us, in humanity, and probably around the world in general. And one of the interesting things about misogyny like this is that like it is not just something that is patriarchal, right? This is something that happens to you. This is something that humanity in general does. You know, like women will jump in on this and beat some girl down who's in a bad situation as well, especially when it comes to something like domestic abuse or abuse of any sort. And this is a clear exemplar of misogyny. If you look at social media in relation to this case with Amber Heard, you will see all kinds of people over and over and over again, you know, just jumping on her and jumping on her and jumping on her and jumping on her. And nobody's doing it to Johnny Depp, right? Nobody's. Let's say that with Amber Heard, that what she's saying is, let's just push aside the idea it is true or it is false, or even that there's an inkling of anything true or false to it, right? Just push true and false aside and not think about that. Look at the things that she's saying, right? Even if she's lying, and I'm not saying that she is, but even if she's lying, you know, we do this horrible thing where we do it over and over and over again, right? And we will jump on her even when she's talking about these really atrocious, horrible things, right? Whether they happened or they didn't happen is not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that whilst someone is talking about truly, truly atrocious things, horrible things in society, you know, we are taking the opportunity to jump on that person. You know, Amber Heard is saying things like Johnny Depp raped her with a broken bottle. True or false? You know, and I hate saying, you know, maybe this is false because it's like, because it's kicking dirt in her face. But I'm not saying it's true either. I'm staying out of that zone because that is not something that I know anything about. I do not know if it's true or false. But what I do know is what I can observe. And what I can observe is that even though someone gets up and says, you know, I was raped with a broken bottle, you know, the entire internet, all of YouTube is still going nuts. Right? Still going nuts. And jumping all over her. She's a liar. She's a fake. She's an actor. She's a bad actor. Everyone hates her. Yada, yada, yada. You know, she's clearly lying. Look, she's not even crying. And all of this stuff. And this isn't specific to Amber Heard, right? This is specific to a lot of these cases that are like this. This is specific to all kinds of things in relation to inequality, right down to something like equal pay for equal work. Right? This is equivalent to jumping all over the Me Too movement, right? Are you telling me the point of the Me Too movement was, you know, for women who had been put through the misogyny blender, right, to be able to stand up and say, this is the horrible thing that I had to go through, right? And then other women, largely in acting and media, various forms of entertainment, you know, this is the horrible thing that I had to go through, you know, to get where I am, right? And then of course, you know, I'm sure it happens, you know, and then other people stand up and say, this same thing happened to me, you know, and this one guy did it repeatedly, and this one person, and this one guy is found guilty, right? This one person is found guilty. Yet we use that in this case. And what do we do? Ah, it's bullshit. Or even some people like Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro will take it and spin it around and say that you're attacking men. How? How does that work? How does something like rape or getting institutionally whored, to get where it is to do what it is that you want to do, to be in the career that you want to be in, to do the thing that you're passionate about, how does that get turned around to be like, you accuse me of being patriarchal and that all men are bad or something? I don't think so. Right? This is the same thing as saying that like all feminists are neo-Nazi lesbians. That's not the case at all. But there is support for the LGBT spectrum within the feminist movement. Right? Can feminism be a different type of misandry? Sure, at times, right? But it exists because it needs to exist. The Me Too movement exists because it needs to exist. These are things that like humanity is working its way through to get through to a better point in society. Because we are still a very misogynistic society, and our social media, in relation to something like the Amber Heard case or Rachel Woods or whomever, has gone through these different atrocities or levels of abuse, manipulation and whatnot, we jump all over them, and what do? We mock them. We discredit them and we mock them. Leave out the idea of even feminism. This is a human rights issue. Something our society does that we do not actually look at and acknowledge and say, hey, we're like this. We really are misogynist. I'm the first person to say that there is male toxicity and there is also female toxicity. These two things both exist. They have different levels of influence and power and presentation and how they work. Sometimes it's kind of like same bowl of fruit, different arrangement kind of thing, but why are we like this as a society? I don't know.